Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Financially Free Fridays, and it's your girl, Financially Free D. I am going to be teaching you how to secure 100K in other people's money in 2024. So, we are doing a recap of Secure the Bag. If you are watching and you want to go to 0 to 100K, then tune in. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure you share this video and make sure you subscribe to my channel. So, as we know, we're going to jump right into it and we're going to talk about how you can secure 100K of other people's money right now in 2024. So, if you are just now coming in, please drop your questions in the comment section. This is Financially Free Fridays, where we do questions and answers. So anything that you have a question about when going from 0 to 100K, or anything that you have to ask about wealth building, personal credit, business credit, investing, traveling abroad, anything that you have to ask that I talk about, you can drop down in the comment section. Also, let me know where you are from. Drop your city, drop your state, drop your name. Let's engage and get to this bag. So, if you missed it, we hosted a absolutely free masterclass on Wednesday showing people how to go from 0 to 100K in other people's money. And I am going to give you guys a recap and talk to you about the highlight points that we discussed in our master class. So come on in. Let's get straight into it. Again, I am Financially Free D. So why should you be listening to me? I was able to leave my 6-figure corporate job and literally start from the ground, start from zero, and secured 100K in other people's money in less than 6 months. I then took that same 100K and started investing in businesses, started investing in real estate, started investing in land, and I also grew that 100K in other people's money to a 6-figure business. And I have made 6 figures in my business ever since I started. Then I was able to obtain $250,000 within 12 months. And now I'm happy to say that I have secured $500,000 all on my own. We have also secured millions of dollars for my clients. So when I'm saying I'm talking to you and I know what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about things that I just heard on the internet. I'm talking about applied knowledge. I'm talking about the things that it took me and my other clients to do to get to the bag. So let's get straight into it. If you are just now jumping in, make sure you drop your questions down in the comment section. I am answering your questions live. I also have my iPad right here answering questions that people dropped in the comment sections on all the platforms. If you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, we are live. So let's jump right into it. As I said, on Wednesday, we held a class of how to go from 0 to 100K in other people's money. And we're going to be recapping that tonight. So first things first, I have a 6-step framework or a 6-step action plan of how you go from 0 to 100K in other people's money. And the first step is you must know how to budget. If you don't know how to budget, then you can get $1 million of other people's money and you are not going to be able to multiply it, because as soon as you get it, you are going to spend it on depreciating assets instead of appreciating assets. So if you do not know how to budget, write this down. This is step number 1. You need to know how to budget. Step number 2, you must get your personal credit in order. You must get your personal credit in order. So what am I saying? In order to qualify for $100,000 of other people's money, especially if you want it at 0% interest, just like I've been able to achieve it, then you want to have a properly structured credit report and you want to have a personal credit score that matches. So what does that mean? You want to have a credit score of 720 plus. So there are 2 focuses we focus on in order to get you to that 720. Number one is 35% of your credit score, which is your payment history. So your payment history is 35% of your personal credit score, and it also makes up a big chunk of your personal credit report. Number two is your payment utilization or your credit utilization. Number two is your credit utilization. Your credit utilization is 30% of your personal credit score, and is also the second biggest piece of your credit report. So we focus on those two major things because that is 65% of your score and your credit report. So if you're going to secure the bag in 2024, we need to make sure that these things are in order. So when we're talking about payment history, we want to make sure that you have no charge-offs, that you have no collections, that you have no bankruptcies, you have no recent late payments in the last 2 years. You want to make sure you have no liens, no child support payments that are delinquent. You want to make sure that your credit profile is clean of any derogatories. So if you are watching right now, put it in the chat. Clean credit report. Clean credit report. There's a couple of ways that we can fix this very quickly. So we have deleted charge-offs. We have deleted collections. We have even deleted bankruptcies. I had to delete a charge-off in which I was a victim of identity theft and fraud, and I never was monitoring my credit report, so I was not aware for 3 years that this actually happened. So what we want to do first and foremost is free. You want to go to annualcreditreport.com. You want to go to annualcreditreport.com and obtain your 3 credit reports from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You want to obtain all 3 of those credit reports and check for any of those derogatory items that I just mentioned. Collections, charge-offs, bankruptcies, any of those derogatory items, and you want to circle, highlight, whatever it is that you need to do. You want to make sure that you identify that these are an issue. That is number one. Number two, once you identify the negative items on your credit report, you want to ensure that you dispute them. But there is a way that you dispute. You need to decide, how are you going to dispute these items? Are you going to dispute them for Metro 2, factual reporting? Are you going to dispute them with the consumer protection laws? Okay, so you have to decide which way are you going to do this. And then number 3, once you decide what you're going to do, then you have to make a plan to do it. You have to actually execute. So sometimes you're not going to get these negative items off of your report right away. You have to be consistent. Yes, we have strategies, we have tips, we have tricks, we have hacks. We actually teach all of these things in Secure the Bag and in our Credit to Freedom membership. So yes, you do have ways to get straight to it, but it may not work on the first try. So you have to be willing to not give up on the process. That's number 1. Then number 2, once you have removed all of the negative items, or while you're removing all of the negative items, you need to be sure to add positive accounts to your credit report. This is a big thing that people skip this step. People hire credit repair companies to remove all the negative items, and they never add any positive items. So having no credit is just like having bad credit. So no credit is just like bad credit. So you need to add positive accounts like loans, like credit cards, like auto loans, like mortgages, like credit builder accounts, like secured accounts. So you have specific lenders and specific banks that will work with people who even have bad credit. So these are the banks and the lenders that you want to identify, and you want to start building positive accounts with these lenders. So don't just remove the negative items. Make sure that you add the positive items simultaneously. That is extremely important when securing the bag in 2024. So once you have 7 to 10 positive reporting accounts, that is when you can move to the next step. Okay, so we want to have 7 to 10 positive reporting accounts before we move on to the next step, which is credit utilization. So, most of you all who watch me, that is your real issue, is you have very high credit utilization. You have maxed out cards, 99% maxed out, 80% maxed out. You really need to be below 30%. Once you hit that mark, you need to be below 10%. And yes, we have strategies of how to hide your utilization. We do. There are certain things called ghost loans, right? So there are ghost loans that exist. What is a ghost loan? I know you guys are like, D, what is a ghost loan? That means that they do not report to personal credit bureaus and they do not report to business credit bureaus. It's almost as if they do not exist. So you are going to find the lenders that have ghost loans and you are going to refinance all of your debt into that loan. So all of your high interest credit cards, all of your maxed out credit cards, all of your maxed out loans, you're going to refinance into this ghost loan. So you're going to wait 30 days for that to report and for all of your utilization to report as 1 to 3%. Once you do this and you have removed all of your negative items, you are ready to go. You are ready to really go secure that bag. So down in the comment section, if you are watching, put secure that bag, secure the bag. Once you have your utilization below 30%, ideally we want it below 10%. And once you have removed all of the negative items from your credit report, you are ready to go get high limit funding on the personal side. Okay. So once you get that high limit funding on the personal side, you are in perfect position to win. Okay. So if you are watching and you have any questions about anything in this process, drop this down below in the comment section. And I'm actually going to go into our very first question that we got on one of our channels, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. So the first question I have is, what is the fastest way to build my credit and increase my score? So I just kind of got into that. The fastest way that you can build your credit and increase your score is remove the derogatory items. That's the fastest way. So we have strategies, we have tips, we have some ways that we can remove collections, we can remove charge-offs, we can remove bankruptcies. So we can do those things by using the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, or we can do that by using the FTC. So those are going to be the quickest ways that you're going to remove those derogatory items. The CFPB and the FTC. Those are the two ways that you're going to remove this the quickest. You can also use the Better Business Bureau. That is another way that you can remove negative items. You also can sue the credit bureaus, which I have clients who have successfully sued the credit bureaus and actually got money from them because they violated their rights. As consumers, we have laws in place to protect us. So if you want to increase your credit score very quickly, that's the first thing that I'm going to do. The second thing that I'm going to do is start to add positive trade lines or positive accounts, primary accounts backed by banks. So there are loans that do not check your credit score and they allow for you to have bad credit. So I'm going to identify those loans or those lenders who will lend to me and give me money no matter what my credit score is, no matter if you have a 500 credit score, a 600 credit score, and I'm going to start adding as many positive accounts to my credit as I possibly can. I'm also going to get some secured cards, some secured loans. I'm going to add 2 to 4 of those to my credit. And last but not least, you are going to do this last, not least. You're going to become an authorized user on someone's account that you trust because you have to give these people your personal information. So once you do those 3 things, your credit score is going to shoot up and you are going to build your credit report. because it's not just about your credit score, it is also about your credit report. So, the fastest way to build your credit and increase your score is to do those 3 steps that I just described. Fix your credit, remove those negative and derogatory items by using the CFPB, using the FTC, using the Better Business Bureau, and suing the credit bureaus. Second, you're going to add positive accounts. You're going to find lenders that will lend to people who have bad credit, that only run a soft pull or do not check your credit scores at all. You're going to find those and get them to lend you some money and start building your credit report. Then you are going to add some secured cards, some secured loans. You're going to add those positive accounts. And then last but not least, you're going to be added as an authorized user onto someone's account that you trust. And I have a very specific criteria of how you use authorized users to increase your credit score. You do not just use anyone. There is a criteria. So if you want to learn that criteria, comment AU in the comment section, and we will invite you to show you exactly how you use authorized user to increase your credit score 25, 50, 100 points. Okay, so I hope that answers your question number 1. And again, we went over all of this in the Secure the Bag 0 to 100K masterclass, which was absolutely free. And then for those of you who are in my Credit to Freedom mentorship, we did a in-depth credit repair class last night, which was fire. All right. And if you are just now getting in to our live stream, make sure you drop your comments down below. We are watching, we are answering your questions live. Also, drop your city, drop your state. Make sure you like this video and make sure you share this video with anyone who wants to secure 100K of other people's money in 2024. So now I'm going to go into question number 2. It says, how do I set up my business to be ready for funding? All right. So how you set up your business. Number 1, it is how your business is set up plus your personal credit report that is going to get you access to 100K in funding. So how you must set up your business. Number 1 is your name. What is the name of your business? You want to keep your name generalized. You do not want your business to say T&K Real Estate Company. We do not want that. You do not want your business to say D&J Trucking Company. You do not want your business to say that. You want your name to be extremely generalized so that way you could navigate any industry that you want to go into. So I will call myself XYZ Business Solutions, XYZ Corporation. So that way you are completely generalized business. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to ensure that your business is not in a high risk industry. That is extremely important. The reason why most businesses get denied, even those who make $250,000, $500,000, and they have the actual income and revenue to support it, it's because their business is in a high risk industry that banks do not actually lend to, like cannabis, right? So you want to ensure that your business is not in a high risk industry. So if you want to get a copy of all the high risk industries, put industry in the comment section and we will send you a list of the high risk industries that you want to stay away from. And we also, in our Credit to Freedom membership, give you a list of all the industries that you should be in that lenders are willing to lend to, banks are willing to lend to. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, you want to make sure that your business is set up legally. So yes, you can be a sole proprietorship, but majority of banks do not lend to sole proprietorships. So if you only have an EIN, that's not going to cut it. You want to make sure your business is registered with the state and you have a state registry. You want to make sure that your business is registered with the federal government. and you have an EIN number, your EIN number is like your business's social security number. So you want to ensure that you have those two things. If you're in a city like mine, you want to make sure that you have your city tax certificate and make sure your business is registered with the city. If there's any licenses that your business requires, you want to make sure that you have those as well. When you go to the bank and you actually do relationship banking like I do, where you work directly with relationship managers, you have access to the underwriters who are actually approving your loans, they are going to ask for all of this documentation. They may even ask for operating agreement. A lot of small credit unions and some small community banks, they're going to ask for an operating agreement. So you want to make sure your business is registered with the state. You want to make sure that your business is registered with the federal government. You want to make sure that your business has any tax certificates or licenses that are needed. And you want to make sure that your business has an operating agreement. And sometimes you may even need a lean business plan. These are all the documentation that I would have if I'm looking to get major money from other people. And I'm not just talking about from the banks. I'm talking about grant money, which is other people's money that you do not have to pay back. Okay? So those are the top 3 things that I would ensure that my business has. I would also, this is something that I don't hear people talk about a lot. I hear people say, hey, make sure you get a business address, but they don't tell you, make sure that that business address is not a commercial mailing receiving address. What does that mean? It's a P.O. box. It's a P.O. box. And most banks, like American Express, do not accept P.O. box addresses as an address that they will allow they will allow for you to have on your application. So commercial mailing receiving addresses, we don't want those. You need to get a virtual office that the address is not a commercial mailing receiving address. So please make sure that you beware of that. This is one of the things that nobody talks about, right? And I'm telling you, American Express and a lot of these other banks, they will not approve you if you have a P.O. box. And last but not least, you want to make sure that you have a business phone number. You all want to make sure that everything that is public information is connected to your business and not to your personal. So if you have a home address, that means anybody can go on the Secretary of State and look up your personal address. Anybody can look up your personal phone number. Anybody can look up any of your information that you register publicly, which is with the Secretary of State. So you want to ensure that you have all of this information, right? So if you want a 10-step guide on exactly how to set up your business so that you can obtain $100,000 in other people's money, comment 10-step guide or comment guide. We will send you our free guide to have your business set up to obtain $100,000 right now. So comment guide in the comment section and we will give you the link. If you are just now coming in, we are answering questions live from some of the most important topics we went over in our Secure the Bag Masterclass. This is the recap. So, question number 3, how do I use business credit to create passive income and grow my wealth? Well, I'm going to tell you guys 3 ways I use business credit to create passive income and grow my wealth. First thing I did, I got my business credit and I set up my business, which I work actively in, right? But I have passive income streams in my business. So let's say, for example, you are a roofing company or you are some sort of service-based company, right? So you go and work all the time to receive money in your business. But what you could do is add a separate section of your business where you hire subcontractors to go out and do appraisals for new home builders. Or we know that there's a lot of people that are getting into real estate. So you can hire subcontractors to go do work for you where you just secure the job, you take a piece of the pie, and then they go do the work. That's passive income for you. Or if you do hair, you do nails, you do any of that stuff, you can start creating videos and attach affiliate links to them. So if you use a certain type of hair that you like, then you can attach affiliate link to that. And you can show people how to do hair. You're already doing hair, you're already doing nails. You can get paid for the products that other people buy. Another way that you can gain passive income if you don't actually have a business is you can use your funding to lend to other business owners who cannot qualify for other people's money. That was the second thing I did when I obtained $100,000 of other people's money. I had two people I knew very well that wanted to start Airbnb businesses, but they did not have the credit nor the income to start their Airbnb business, which took about $10,000 to get started. So what did I do? I used my 0% interest card, purchased all of the items that they needed for their Airbnb, and they paid me a percentage every single month for doing that for them. That didn't require me to do anything but use my business credit. Third way that you can create passive income is by investing. So, investing in real estate, investing in properties that you don't manage, investing in funds that you don't manage, investing in resorts like I did that you don't manage and you don't do any of the work. So that is a passive income stream. You're just using other people's money to make money. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. Those are three ways that you can use your business credit to create passive income and grow your wealth, especially in the real estate sector. As you acquire properties, those properties are going to appreciate over time. So that is actually growing your wealth and it is added to your asset column. All right. And if you're just now coming in, make sure you drop your questions down below. We are answering your questions live. So we're going to stop right here and we are going to say a special congratulations to all the people who secured the bag with me. So in the last week, we are going to do a recap of just the last week in Financially Free D World. We have secured an additional $125,000 in the last 7 days. So I have secured $100,000 by myself that I am going to use to do what I do, which is invest in real estate and passive income and other businesses. And then congratulations to my clients who I literally just connected with the lender 4 to 6 hours ago. And he has already secured $25,000 of other people's money with no documentation. That means no tax returns, no W-2s, no profit and loss statements, no income statements, nothing. So my $100,000 was secured with no documents, and my clients was secured with no documents. So this is what we're talking about when we're talking about securing 100K. I secured 100K with one product with no documentation, and might I add, no hard inquiry on my credit report. Okay, so if you are watching this, stay tuned for the receipts. We're going to be posting the receipts. And I have 3 clients who removed, I think, a total of 10 inquiries, hard inquiries from their credit report. So we don't just talk about it, we live it over here. We actually secure the bag. We get to the money, we remove the negative items, we remove the inquiries, and we go after funding that doesn't hurt our personal credit. And that is going to allow us to invest in real estate and other passive income producing, generating assets. Okay, so this is very important when you're talking about how to secure 100K of other people's money in 2024. So congratulations to all my clients who, shout out to my client who took my one word of advice. I connected them with one lender who approved them for the ghost loan that I was telling you about that hit their utilization. Their credit score was below 700, and now their credit score is above 800 just by securing that ghost loan, which I think they were approved for about $25,000 to $50,000. I don't have it right in front of me. One lender that did not hurt their credit score. So this is the power of securing the bag in 2024. Okay. Some other things that I want to talk to you guys about when securing the bag is grants. Grants are an extremely important and crucial part of growing your business. From day number one, before I had any business credit, before I did anything with my business, literally when I first registered my business, I secured a $25,000 grant the very next day. This allowed me to not make any money for 5 months. How many people are going to do a business, start a business, not have any income? Because I didn't have any income. I left my 6-figure job with no income. Now I had an emergency fund, a good amount of money. I had actually a good amount of money saved up. And I left my job and I had no income. And that grant saved me for 5 months. I had $25,000 that I could grow my business with while I was building my 0% interest business credit, right? And that same $100,000 that I obtained allowed for me to make $100,000 profit in my very first business in my very first year, offline, with no courses, with no mentorships, with nothing, completely offline. Before I had social media, before I had a YouTube, before I had anything, this is what I did. So the your only way of making money does not necessarily have to be because you have a course or a mentorship. You could do a lot of things. I did offline, and I'm actually about to go back offline because I have noticed that I've been coming to the internet trying to explain to people and give you the blueprint. I literally give you the blueprint from A to Z of exactly what I did. When you are watching these lives and you're watching my videos, especially if you're on YouTube and you are subscribed to Financially Free D YouTube, I literally told you the banks that I went to. I gave you the exact lenders that I went to. I gave you the exact way to set up your business from A to Z. I gave you how to fix your personal credit, how to build your personal credit profile. I gave you all of this information and nobody paid attention, literally. But then I have my clients who are offline and they follow everything I say verbatim. I have a client named Jeremy. He was a corporate employee, 6-figure income earner, been making 6 figures for years. Literally only had a $1,000 credit limit. I met with him a couple of times. Number one, he ended up securing a grant for $5,000 within, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. $5,000. Secondly, we got him $25,000. So we increased him from $1,000 to $25,000, literally in 1 week. Then we took him over to the business side and secured 0% interest for 18 months. And now this man can choose to retire from his job if he wants to. I believe he's still there, but if he wants to, he started a business and he has grant money, he has business credit, he has everything. That's why I prefer to work with people offline, because I gave you guys the exact same information and you're not doing it. You're not doing it. So you have my clients, like I told you today, who just got approved for $25,000, 0% interest for 18 months. Those are the people that I want to work with. So I am going back offline, guys, and we're going to talk more about that. But I see Malaysian China Fashion says, what would you suggest for someone who owns an online clothing boutique? Any tips? All right, Malaysian China Fashion. I'm glad you're here on the video. So I am going to answer your question. You guys make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe. So first things first, you want to make sure that you have your personal credit in order. That's step number one. If you have any derogatory, so negative items, collections, charge-offs, or whatever, those are the things that you need to work on first and foremost. You got to get those things removed. Secondly, you want to add positive accounts to your personal credit. Third, you want to make sure that you have your business set up properly, your business entity set up properly, because even if you currently have bad credit, you can still secure grants. Jeremy secured grants. I secured grants. I secured a grant before I fixed my credit. right? So when my when my credit was still 645, I got a $25,000 grant. So there are places you guys see these grants that people give out on the internet, and those are great. But there are millions of people who see those same exact things on the internet, right? So you may have millions or at least hundreds of thousands of people who are going after that exact same grant. But I recommend that you go after a local grant, right? So, Blasian China Fashion, if you are in a quote unquote disadvantaged demographic, meaning you are a woman, you are a minority, you have veteran status, you have disability status, you have anything that the world sees as a hindrance for you or an obstacle for you, you qualify for grants that other people do not qualify for. So I recommend you start looking for those grants ASAP. Start looking for those grants right now, because that is free money that you do not have to pay back. You do not have to pay back grants. Okay. And if you want to, you can join our community credit to freedom membership, and we give out the grants that nobody talks about online. So I'm going to tell you guys how to get the grants like I received, where there was only 5 of us who went after that grant, and all 5 of us got $25,000. So that is my recommendation to you, Blasian China Fashion. I hope that helps. I hope that this is going to help you secure the money right now. And if I have more of your information, I can give you more advice. But that's where I recommend that you start. So next question we have, you guys, you see we're answering these questions live. So drop those questions down in the chat. I'm going to question number 4. If I end up getting business credit cards approved for $20,000, what is the best ways to increase the business credit limits to $25,000? All right. So if I were to get approved for $20,000 and I really wanted $25,000, so depending on how long it's been since you've actually received the card, if you just received it, you can challenge it. You can appeal it. You can say, "Hey, I only got approved for 20,000, but I really qualify for 25,000." And that's the difference between applying for a credit card online and having relationships with the banks like I do. So I don't apply for credit online. I apply with the actual relationship managers and the people in the C-suite that I know in the banking industry, because they can go back and talk to the underwriters for you. So you yourself, if you apply online or if you call in, you cannot talk to the underwriters. But relationship managers and people who work for the banks, they can. Now, if you go into a retail bank, they're probably going to tell you, no, we can't do this, we can't do that. That's the importance of relationship banking. The key to this is relationship banking. So if you just got approved, the first thing that I'm going to do is appeal it and say, "Hey, you approved me for 20,000, but I really qualify for 25,000." You can then show them if you already have what I talked about in the Secure the Bag Masterclass, comparable credit. Comparable credit is a very big deal. So what does that mean? If you already have 25,000 on the personal side, or you already have 25,000 on the business side, you can literally show them a statement and say, "Hey, I already have comparable credit. So can you increase me to 25,000?" Right? So that's the first thing you could do. The second thing is, if you already, got approved for this months ago, they're probably not going to appeal it. But what you can do is use the card like a debit card. I always say, use it, pay it back. Use it, pay it back. Use it, pay it back. And then within 3 to 6 months of you having the card and you using it heavily, you can request a credit limit increase. And I recommend a soft pull credit limit increase. So that would be my 2 recommendations for you. If you got approved for $20,000 and you really wanted to get to 25,000, those are the 2 steps that I would take to increase my limits immediately. Okay. And also, when you guys are applying for these cards, make sure that these cards actually go to the limits that you are requesting. Don't request a $50,000 limit if the card only goes to 20,000. So you need to do your research on these products. So you can call the banks and ask questions first and foremost first and foremost, you want to get to the banks and find out, hey, this is a product that I'm looking into. What can you tell me some information about this? What's the highest credit limit I can get for this product? Right? So you interview them. Don't act desperate. Don't act needy. They want your business, especially right now. Let me tell you guys something. I always get my funding at the end of the year. I never apply for anything throughout the rest of the year. So you guys, honestly, I have $500,000. I could probably have $1 million if I wanted to, because some people, they do this all year long. I only apply one time a year, and that is during this time. Why is that? Because they have the highest sign-on bonuses, they have the best rewards, and they have the highest amount of approvals during this time frame. So if you want to work with me and get straight to the bag, I am going to let you guys know exactly how you can do this now. So for the very last time, I told you guys I am going offline. So I will only be working in my community, which is the Credit to Freedom community. So shout out to you people who are inside. I was going to say people's names, but I will say shout out to Sonia for being the giveaway winner. We are about to go get that bag. So Sonia, congratulations to you. Every month we have giveaways inside of my membership community. It's real inside. Last night, we literally went through exactly how to repair your credit verbatim. I gave them the letters. I gave them the templates. I gave them the strategies. I gave them the hacks that you use to repair your credit immediately, right? So that's what we do inside my community. So after this year, meaning December 31st, 2024, is the last time I will be working with the general public. You will not see any more free master classes or any of that stuff. So that's why I told you guys to tune in. I'm going to be working strategically with my community, and I'm also going to be going back offline, working with my offline clients. And I am going heavily into buying real estate and buying businesses, because I have enough connections now, and I have a lot of other people's money that I can use to really create a bag offline. So I'm taking my community with me. So whoever's with me is with me. So what I am doing as a final offer for anybody watching, I am opening the Secure the Bag mentorship program, which is a one-on-one mentorship program. This is a one-on-one mentorship program that you will be working directly with me. You'll be working directly with me. This is not a group mentorship. This is not something where you'll be working with someone on my team. You are going to be working directly with me. And we are going to be working for the remainder of November and December. And we are going to be doing the following things. So number one, we are going to fix your personal credit. We are going to get you to at least 760. Then we are going to set up your business. We are going to set up your business so that you qualify for grants and you qualify for 0% interest business funding. So this is what we are going to be doing. You are going to have 3 one-on-one sessions with me. The first session is we're going to get all your finances together. We're not going to just get your personal credit in order. We're going to make sure you're not paying too much in interest. We're going to make sure that you're maximizing every dollar that you have, because it's not just about how much money you make. A lot of you guys who watch me make a lot of money, but you don't keep any of it, right? And I told you guys I was able to survive off of really very low income when I didn't have a job, when I quit my job. So we're going to make sure that you're learning how to multiply your money. Then we're going to set up your framework of exactly what banks you're going to go to get the funding. I'm going to connect you with my banking partners and my lenders to help you get the money. And then the third session we're going to do is going to execute. So we're going to fill out these applications together. I'm going to connect you with the lenders. I'm going to make sure that you achieve $100,000 of other people's money. So you also, if you already have a business set up, we're going to reconstruct your business if you have issues. We're also going to give you a customized strategic plan so that way you can get more money even without me. So we're just talking about the first $100,000. What about 250? What about half a million? You get the, like I said, 3 weeks of one-on-one mentorship with me. So it's not 3 back-to-back weeks. It's going to be 3 different sessions. You're also going to get the funding templates, the scripts, and the resources. So all the places that you can get grants, other people's money. Also, there's such things called community advantage programs and startup funding programs and CDFI programs, which allow you to have bad credit and they will still give you money. And they also give no doc and low doc programs. So that means you do not have to have tax returns. You do not have to have W-2s. You do not have to have any of those things. And then you also are going to have a resource center of how to set up your business the exact right way. Also, you have 12 months free of the Credit to Freedom membership where we are live weekly doing all of these things, setting up grants, repairing credit, finding new ways to make money, because there's ways to make money online and there's ways to make money offline. You're also going to get the personal credit repair templates. You get so much in this mentorship program, but the hook to it is only going to be available until December 1st. Because if you do not sign up with me by December 1st, I will not be able to work with you and get you done within the time frame. We want to secure the funding while they're giving it away like water. And the best time to secure funding is October through December before we get to the new year. For those of you concerned about the new administration, you need to get the funding before they actually put this new person in office and they start cutting programs and things that were valuable to us. So you want to make sure if you want to take part in this Secure the Bag mentorship, I only have 5 slots available. And I'm not just saying that because I'm working with you guys one-on-one. It's just me and you. This is not a group program. So if you want to take advantage of this Black Friday offer, it is available for the next 72 hours. After Black Friday offer is over, the price is going to increase. If all slots are taken up before then there's no more slots that are going to open up, and this program closes on December 1st. So you guys can go and check it out if you want to work with me. These are all people who have secured the bag. This is Jeremy, who I was talking about. This is my mentor, DJ, the money coach. We've secured hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in businesses. We've invested in tech companies. We built a resort, bought a resort. We built land. We bought land. This is Renee. She has secured the bag. We have all of these people who are literal testimonials. These are all of the people who secured the bag. Literally, these are people getting approved for 18,000, 25,000, 50,000, 150,000. So these are our receipts, guys. These are all text messages of people telling me, hey, D, I got approved. Look it, we just got approved for $50,000. That's $50,000 at 0% interest for 24 months. $40,000 here, 25,000 here, 150,000 here. These are real receipts. These are people who send these in to me every single day saying that they got approved. So again, guys, if you want to work with me, I'm going to put the link in the comment section for all of you guys. If you're watching the replay, it's going to be down in the comment section. Again, this offer used to be $10,000. You can ask anybody who is in my program. I have reduced this to $3,500 for Black Friday only. This is a 72-hour offer. You're going to be working with me one-on-one, and I do have a money back guarantee. So if you are going to work with me, this is what available. And I am going to be working with the 5 people. That's it, because you guys are not going to see me doing free things anymore online. I'm going to be helping the people offline, the people who actually take action, who actually want to help. So if you want to be financially free in 2024 or 2025, I'm not just saying this to get you guys to buy. I'm very, very, very serious. Anybody who works with me will tell you. I tell them all the same thing, and you can either apply the process and get to the money, or you could get left behind. I have clients who have invested in in um in the resorts with us. I have clients who have bought buildings. I have clients who have refinanced their personal vehicles into business vehicles and received $200,000 in funding. I have clients who have used other people's money to buy investment properties and rental properties. I have clients who have had 500 credit scores who have had 500 credit scores and now have 800 credit scores. No, this process. So if you are watching, you're asking how long this process is. So this process, we are going to get it done in the next month, right? So it may take you some time. If you have collections, charge off, those things, it may take some time to remove those, but we're going to try to apply the strategies and the workarounds to get those things removed quickly. If you do not have any derogatory items on your credit, we can get to this quick. We can get to the bag very quick. So it depends on your situation. I'm not going to promise you things that I can't really deliver on. So depending on your personal credit is how quickly we can secure the bag. So we would have to sit down and talk and find out exactly what your personal credit situation is. But like I said, we've had people who have bankruptcies, charge offs, collections, all those things got removed. It just takes a little bit more time than if you already have good credit. And we could just go straight into achieving comparable credit on the personal side, building your business entity, and going straight after funding immediately. But that does not mean that you cannot work with CDFIs or community advantage programs or get grants, because they don't care about your credit. They care about, do you have a business entity set up? Is it set up legally? Is it set up to get funding? Do you have a lean business plan? So another thing, guys, I haven't only won just one grant. I talk about the $25,000 grant because I really didn't have to do anything for that one. But I have literally won grants because of my business plan and because of my pitch. So I've won $5,000 from the biggest banks, $10,000 from the biggest banks in the United States of America. I have won programs literally that had thousands of people. I was elected into a Chase program that had 50,000 people apply for the program, and only, I want to say, I think 20 of us got invited and became a part of it. So there's a lot of things that I don't talk about online because most of the stuff I do offline, guys. I really want to make impact. I really want to make a difference. And I don't know how far that goes online, but I do know how far it goes offline because I've changed many, many, many lives offline. So again, if you are serious about securing the bag in 2024, I am going to be here until December 1st to work with you one-on-one. After December 1st, this program is no longer available because I will be offline doing real estate and doing other business ventures that require me to be offline. But I will be in my Credit to Freedom membership community. And any deals that I find offline, I'm going to bring to my community. So we will keep Financially Free Fridays. I will be here. I promise you I will show up for you guys for Financially Free Fridays because I want to help as many people as I can. But how you guys can help me is you guys share these videos, you guys like these videos, you guys comment down below. And yes, to the single mothers out there, I 100% respect you guys. I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I don't have any children, and I respect you so much. So if you have a reason to actually do this, if you have a reason to actually make things happen, then you must do it. I say this to everyone. Nobody is coming to save us. You must save yourself. You must save your family. You must create generational wealth. There's people I watch online. There's books I read. They've been predicting this stuff for years. This is not brand new. They are creating what they used to have hundreds of years ago with hierarchy between the rich and the poor. There's such a huge separation that's growing and growing and growing. Imagine if only the rich own everything. Then they control you and they own you because they control your housing, they control your food, they control everything. So the best thing that you can do for you and your family is secure the bag and create generational wealth, whether that's with me or with somebody else. But you better get to that money, and you better get to it quick, because nobody is coming to save you. And you do not want to be the person that they can raise your rent $800, $1,000. Imagine if there's no rent control. Imagine what these people are going to do. Imagine if you don't own anything. You don't own your car. You don't own your home. You don't control your time. You don't control anything because you work for someone else and you have no other way to make money. That is very important. We do what we have to do. I worked in the corporate environment for 10 years. Since I was 18 years old, I went to work like clockwork, made these people rich, billion-dollar company, billions of dollars, largest privately held company in the world. So I don't look down on anyone. I know what it is to go to work 12 hours, 16 hours, work on the holidays. Remember, guys, I was in the financial department. So we couldn't take holidays off like other people. Okay. So you have to understand that I feel you. I feel you. That's why I left. And I said, you know what? I have a choice. I have a choice to get my credit together, get my money together, and start investing and start building things for myself. Is it going to be easy? No, it is very hard. But you want to choose your hard. Your hard can be working for these people, owning nothing. They tell you everything to do. You have no control over your life. Or your hard can be, hey, man, I got to get out here and show up every day. I may not make money every month. They're like I said, for the first 5 months, I am completely transparent. I didn't make $1, but guess what? I had $25,000 in other people's money I didn't have to pay back. And I had $100,000 of other people's money that, guess what? I lent that out. I invested in other things, and that money came back to me tenfold. So I have never made $1 million, but I have $1 million net worth. And I live like a millionaire. I live better than some of these people because guess what? They have no control over their time. They have to work their business 24/7. They can't spend time with their families. They have no control over where they go. They have no peace of mind at all. But I do. This shirt says plenty of money and peace of mind. Peace of mind. Shout out to my team and shout out to my mentor, because that's the life. It's a lifestyle. So if that is what you are looking for in 2024, I'm going to give it to you real. You got to get to the money. You have to be able to leverage other people's money, because how long is it going to take you to save $100,000? How long is it going to take you to make $100,000? But I tell you what, it took me less than 6 months to obtain $100,000 and then flip that $100,000 into $100,000 of profit. Not online, not selling a course, not selling a mentorship, not selling any of this stuff. It's actually my offline clients who said, D, we need you to come online. People need to know about you. People need to know about this. It's other people who asked me to come online. I didn't want to come online. I'm shy. I'm not shy, but I'm a private person. I didn't want to come online and tell people, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm very private like that. But everybody was saying, D, people need to hear this message. People need to learn how to do these things. There's so many of us stuck in middle America. You're in middle America if you make $50,000 to $200,000. You are considered middle class. You are the one bearing the brunt of all the taxes. You don't really get any tax credits. You don't have any programs available for you. So you need to save yourself. America is a capitalistic society that is built for corporations. So if you do not incorporate yourself by 2024, shame on you, when you know that there is a man in office who is going to be in office that is all about money. So you better put yourself in position to win. Put yourself in position to win. Again, I'm going to tell you guys, I have the Secure the Bag one-on-one mentorship that is going to be available until the 5 slots are available, or until December 1st. When December 1st comes, it is closed, because I need to work aggressively with the people who really want to secure the bag. We're trying to get $100,000 in 30 days. Okay. 30 days is quick. That's a quick turnaround. So we got to make sure your credit is in order. We got to make sure your business is in order. We got to make sure we can identify the banks that you can work with, that you can get money to. We got to identify the class that you are in. Are you a woman? Are you a minority? Are you from a disadvantaged area? Can you qualify for CDFI loans? Where do you qualify to where we can get the bag? What grants do you qualify for so we can get the bag? And if you are a six-figure income earner, how do you save on taxes? Because you are a business owner. I cannot tell you this enough. I saved tens of thousands of dollars on taxes for 2023 and 2022 because I am a business owner. I cannot tell you guys this enough. I can scream it until I'm blue in the face. I want you guys to secure the bag. If not with me, do it for yourself. If not for yourself, do it for your family. If not for anything else, do it so that you do not get left behind. I am Financially Free D. This has been Financially Free Fridays. If you want to join us in the Secure the Bag mentorship, then look down below. It's in the comment section. It will be in the comment section again. I only have 5 slots available. I will be going offline, and my community will be benefiting from all of the fix and flips, all of the brand new building we're doing, all of the brand new businesses we're buying, all of the things that we're doing in 2025. We will be doing it offline, and I hope that you can come along with us. And I wish to you a financially free life. And I pray that you have freedom of time. I pray that you have freedom of location. And I pray that you have freedom to make as much money as you want to. So I am Financially Free D, and I will see you guys in the next one. Drop your comments down below. Make sure you like this video and share it with someone that you think would really, really, really benefit from this. I'll see you guys later. Bye.